Yo, what is good, YouTube? This is Jay from T&J, and I'm here bringing you the first trade of the season. Look, we're having a hard time hitting. Offense is struggling. The only person really that's hitting the ball, and already know who it is Ryan Braun. I mean, he's hitting the ball pretty well. Let's see, his average is 478 right now. He has 3 homers on the year, 8 RBIs. He's the only one really hitting the ball. Even Villar, who I usually hit great with, he's hitting horrible. I mean, look at that, 148. And I just can't get on base with him. And that's what's hurting me too, because I'm not getting him on base. So we're going to need to bring in some power at the 5 or 6 hole just to bring in some runs, because when Braun gets on base, if he gets on base, nobody's really bringing him in. So you may be thinking, why Trace Thompson? But look at his stats. I mean, they're pretty good. I mean, he's got 50s contact. His vision's pretty good. Discipline's pretty good. So I'm going to get good counts with him. And his arm strength is 75, which is decent. I mean, it's pretty good. It's better than most outfielders in this game. So 78 reaction as well to get to the ball. We were going to trade for Puig, but I'm not really sure I want to do that anymore, because Braun's really hitting the ball well, and when somebody's hitting the ball well, you don't really want to get rid of them. I mean, yeah, you want to sell high, but I don't know. I don't know if I can let go of him right now, because he's valuable, because he's the only one hitting the ball. So we have the 3 prospects here. Nathan Orf, he's how old is he? 27. So to be honest, his vision's really high. Look at that, 81. But he's not going to touch the field. I mean, he is our only backup third baseman here in our farm system. But we have somebody right here, 21 years old, 66 overall. So Lucas Urkeg, I don't know how to say that. So he's there as well. Captain Kirk Neuenhuis, he's going to have to go just because I'm just replacing him pretty much. I mean, when he hits, he isn't really hitting the ball well. So we're going to make this trade. Let's just make sure this goes through. We're dumping 3 people out of our farm system. Well, Kirk is really backup. He's not really in the farm system, whatever. So we're going to offer this trade to the Dodgers. Let's see what they say. Sounds like a good deal to us. We'll accept that trade. So let's just look at our team after this trade. So one thing he brings to the lineup, like I said, is his power. So he's in AAA right now. And you know what? His overall was, was it a 69? Well, look, it's a 69 because he's mad because he's in the minors. But we're actually going to move him up. He's going to get added to the 40-man, and he's going to get moved up. Let's just take a look at Brinson real quick. Okay, Brinson's hitting a little bit better than what I thought. Now he's hitting 333. He's got a homer, 5 runs scored. So he's doing pretty well. Hitting against AAA pitching too. So maybe so we're starting this Toronto series. Let's see. We just got a 2-game series with them. So maybe, let's see. We're playing Cincinnati, a 4-game series, so maybe that's a good series to bring them in, just because Cincinnati's not that good. Just to start him off with, he's going against Brandon Finnegan. That's the projected starter to start Cincinnati. But we're going against Toronto these next 2 games, so I'm not going to bring him in then. Looks like we got, how many away games is this? This is 9 straight away games. So, we're gonna bring Brinson in when we're ready. I'm gonna start Trace Thompson right away, and we're gonna see how he hits. I know he's pretty good at a major league level. I listen to ESPN LA, so I kind of follow the Dodgers pretty closely. So Trace Thompson, if you don't know who he is, he's actually the son of Michael Thompson, the former #1 pick for the Lakers, and he's Klay Thompson from the Golden State Warriors, his brother. So they got a good bloodline there. So I'm looking for him to bring some power to the lineup, bring an arm to the outfield. So let's just get into this gameplay. We're going against the Blue Jays. Marcus Stroman's on the mound. Let's go. We are in Drake's country, Toronto, Ontario. Kendrys Morales is fired up, shaking his boys' hands. We're going against Joey Bats, Kevin Pillar. Marcus Stroman's on the mound, and he is looking to just dominate the Brewers lineup. We got Chase Anderson versus Marcus Stroman. It should be a good matchup. First up, Jonathan Villar is still in the slump, missing. And next up, Ryan Braun just gets an easy pop fly to right field, and the Toronto Blue Jays are going to have a fresh start. No runs given up in the first inning, and their leadoff hitter gets a nice leadoff hit right up the middle, and Kevin Pillar is going to come up next and smack one to left, and the Toronto Blue Jays are going to take a 2-0 lead early in the first inning with no outs. Look at that swing. That was right over the middle of the plate. He got a hold of one. But next inning, Eric Thames comes up and hits a liner into the left center gap, and he's going to get into second with a leadoff double. And just like that, the Brewers have a guy in scoring position to start off the game. Next up is going to be Domingo Santana, and he's going to hit one, but the center fielder is going to make a great diving play. But Eric Thames tags up and gets to third, and Keon Broxton comes up next but can't get it done. He grounds out the short to end the inning, and the Brewers are still down 2-0. But a couple of innings later, Orlando Arcia comes up and finds a good pitch and gets a hold of it. He takes it deep to left, and that is over the wall. Orlando Arcia, he's not known for power, but he gets it over the wall, and the Brewers at least pull within one, and the Blue Jays are on top 2-1 in the third inning as Kevin Pillar comes up. He homered in his first at bat, but we give him a nice juicy pitch, and he hits another one through the third base shortstop hole, and he gets on first. Josh Donaldson gets up, and he cannot get it done. So next inning, Ryan Braun gets up, and a diving center fielder cannot make the play, so Ryan Braun is hustling to second, and he slides in safe. So the next couple batters later, Thompson, the new acquisition, comes up in the clutch, and he delivers, and he slides into second for a double. So we are just pulling in closer. We have a 2-2 lead, and look at this base running blunder. I try to swipe third on that little dribbler, but I cannot make it. But no problem, Keon Broxton drives one to right field, and that man has been on fire. He has been hitting the ball well. Keon Broxton takes Stroman deep for his second home run of the year, and we take a 4-2 lead. The next inning, though, comes up, and Ryan Braun fields a nice hard liner to left, and they have a runner on base to start the inning. And look at this, right away, they have two back-to-back hits, and the Brewers are looking like they're in trouble. Chase Anderson has to get out of this, and he gets a nice grounder to third. But look at this fielding blunder. I throw the second, try to get the double play, but I didn't get it. And Orlando Arcia gets the same play, next play, and both runners are safe. I try to do it again, and I cannot get it done. So the Toronto Blue Jays get another guy on base. And next up, we get a nice double play ball here, and we get out of that inning. We are lucky to get out of that one with only one run surrendered. So the next inning, Jonathan Villar takes one deep to left, and that one's going to get out of here, but that's going to be foul. So the next pitch, Jonathan Villar gets a nice hit up the middle, but look at that diving play. Villar cannot make it to first, and we're still stuck at 4-3. So the Toronto Blue Jays have another chance on offense to come up the next inning, and they're starting it off right. But I get a nice double play ball, and look at that, Jonathan Villar cannot handle it. So they have guys on first and second, and what do you know? They get a hit, and Chase Anderson gives up another run. So we are going to have to bring in the lefty off of the bullpen, Tommy Malone. He's going to have to come in and be the savior here. They got guys on first and second, and no outs, and they walk Joey Bats to load the bases. So the next batter comes up and grounds up the middle, and Jonathan Villar at least turns two by himself, but a runner does come in to score. The next batter gets a nice little hard grounder, but Orlando Arcia, with his great defense, at least comes up with the play and gets out of that inning. Thompson comes up in the sixth, and he just can't do anything. Hits a little dribbler to the pitcher, so the Brewers cannot get it going offensively in this inning. So the next inning, we have Carlos Torres on the mound now, and he walks Martin first, but then the next batter comes up, takes one deep, and the Blue Jays are looking like they are going to be in control of this game, and they lead now 7-4. and Carlos Torres just can't catch a break. He allows a little dribbler single right back to him. The next batter comes up and hits a liner to right field. Domingo Santana plays it off the wall. He hits the cutoff man, and Villar, look at this. That man had no chance at getting in on that. So luckily we get out of the inning on a base running blunder. Keon Broxton comes up on the next inning and gets on base. Orlando Arcia comes up and he gets on base. Jonathan Villar comes up and he smacks one. Jonathan Villar breaks the slump. The leadoff hitter for the Brewers. The man I'm trying to lock up long term comes through in the clutch and he ties it up 7-7. And we got ourselves a ball game. And on the mound, Carlos Torres, he's feeling it. He's got backup from his defense and he's feeling it. He's getting guys out now. And the Brewers are looking to take the lead in the ninth. And Keon Broxton hits a line shot to left, but it's caught by the left fielder. Keon Broxton's always hitting the ball hard. And Jet Bandy comes up. He can't get it done. But Orlando Arcia hits a nice shot down the third base line. And he's going for two. And he's going to get into second safely. So Orlando Arcia is going to start it out right in the ninth. He's going to get on. And the next batter is going to face the relief pitcher, J.P. Howell. Jonathan Villar. Let's see what he can do. And he gets a nice shot past the shortstop. And Orlando Arcia is going to come home to score. Jonathan Villar is breaking his slump this game. And the Brewers get exactly what they need, that one run in the ninth. And Neftali Feliz is going to come in for the close. Let's see if he can close it out here. And the Blue Jays start off with the bloop single to right. And look at this, it's not looking good to start it out. Josh Donaldson is next, and he throws a pitch in the dirt, and Jet Bandy cannot throw Pillar out, so they got a guy on second to start the inning. And look at that, Neftali Feliz just completely ignores that ground ball right up the middle. So we intentionally walk Joey Bats just to set up a double play ball to hopefully end the game. And Kendrys Morales gets a low pitch. He hits it to Eric Thames. Eric Thames throws to Arcia. Arcia to first in the scoop. And it is a game. The Brewers go on the road to Drake's country, Toronto. We still won on the road. The Brewers are just trying to get the bats going. So hit subscribe and let's see if we can get the bats going for the rest of this series. And let's just see if we can improve. Lewis Brinson is nearing his MLB arrival.